I knew when I first touched clay that this is it. When I'm working with clay, when I'm throwing, I am present. Nothing else really exists. Like I'm not thinking about or worrying about other things. I'm just here. It's a great therapy that ends up creating art. I'm Shauna MacLeod, owner, maker of Black Crow Pottery. The very first time I sat down at the wheel, I was hooked. Like, I just knew this was it. And I loved it instantly. In the last year and a half, when I've been through it and, been off work and struggling with my mental health, this is my safe space. Just to be in here gives me comfort. So I worked for 17 years, first as a paramedic and then as an emergency medical dispatcher. And so it's a lot to be a participant in and a witness to most people's worst days. And so it just took its toll. You can't be emotional. You can't experience those emotions during that time. My job was to look after everybody else, but I wasn't looking after me. In a very short amount of time, I had, after breast cancer, and then my mom got sick, her partner passed away, a lot of things all in a really short amount of time, and I felt like I just hit my limit. And so I left work, and I've been off work for about 15 months now. When my therapist told me last winter that she thought I was experiencing depression, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not depressed, because I had this stereotypical concept of what depression looks like, and mine didn't look like that. I would never judge somebody else, but I judge me, right? Like, I was never critical of any of my friends or coworkers that left, but I am, is this because I'm weak?
I love watching her process and just sort of how her thoughts will then get into what she's doing. We met at a birthday party of a friend of ours, almost 21 years ago in April.
She's had to adjust just as much as I have.
This last show that she did, where she really got at the feelings of trauma from lots of different parts of her life, and she was really able to kind of put those feelings into the pottery. So I think that was really helpful for her mental health.
I chose urns for this show partially because I wanted to symbolically lay worries or fears to rest. This one's talking about the healing that I do and how the horse therapy that I've been doing is helping to heal. It's not tangible. You can't say you do step 1, 2, and 3 and you get result A, B, and C. This is taking care of myself. Helping looking after him is self-care. And it just feels really nice.
FLAIR stands for Facilitating Life Skills and Relationships. We just get to do it uniquely alongside horses. Primarily, my heart is with first responders. I'm a 13-year volunteer firefighter. I came from a first responder background. My grandfather was 35 years in the RCMP. My biological mom was a dispatcher. So I came from knowing the lack of resources available.
You can't make it up. You can't usually explain it in words. It's an experience unlike any other. Hard to put a price tag on a really personal piece of art. And I am always wondering, who's gonna wanna buy a piece that's about me? But what I've learned is that the really personal stuff, it often connects to someone else and their own, you know, whether it's their own story or a family member's. And so it's connecting to another person through artwork. After my diagnosis with PTSD and the depression that kind of came in, I was kind of hopeless, and I was concerned, worried that it would never get better because it doesn't go away. It's always there. I'm just learning how to manage it, and some days are better than others. It's different today than it was a year ago, and I suspect it'll be different in another year.
I'm really proud of the work that she does, and you know, I'm really happy to, you know, to be a support.
What's next, I actually don't know. Like right now I'm focused on healing. I guess I see the ability to use clay to communicate things that I maybe don't express well verbally. It's a whole other way to connect. And that's the beauty of art.